Good evening, BASA News. Well, we're in New Jersey, and we're here with no other than Melba Moore. Melba, heard your record over the YouTube.
You heard the new one?
The new one, yes.
Okay, well you're smiling, so I hope that means you like it.
I like it, yes. You're reinventing the new thing. It's a song that goes right along with the times today.
So that you feel like it's contemporary?
Yes, contemporary. Now I come from Earth, Wind, and Fire background. Okay, I was doctored under Maurice White basically all my life.
Okay. Well, we're not speaking to the era, but the quality, the top
yes,
quality.
Yes.
So you think my song has good quality?
You without a doubt. Yes. It fits right in. If it was a pyramid brick, it would fit right in between.
Okay, great. That means the production, the music,
yes.
the construction of the song,
yes,
as well as my performance.
Yes. Now, did you write the song?
Oh, see, now that's a compliment. Because it means it suits me. I think a song should sound like you wrote it for yourself.
Sure.
If it sounds natural, it sounds like it's your story. I'm kind of a veteran now, so I look for those things. No, I did not.
But the style is there, though. It's it fits right in.
Well, I'm going to explain that.
Come on.
Part of it is the songwriter, and she's excellent. Her name is Chantel Hampton.
Okay.
The other part is I worked with Ronnie Song. He produced the overall, well, actually, a lot of the album that's going to come soon. But he's a musician, he's a producer, he's a Christian.
Okay.
So he knows my spirit.
You know the spirit, right.
So if you're going to tell a story or a song, he really, he gives me helps to give me the basic and puts me together with the songwriter.
Okay.
But then he works with me in the studio to bring out those things that he really knows about me.
Wow.
To make it mine and to reach out and touch what I hope will be my audience.
Yes.
So I had to explain that because it sounds like I did it all, or it's kind of there. No, there's a lot of work that goes into it.
A lot of work went into do you care to release the name of the album, or can we talk?
I think it's going to be called Imagine, but that might change.
Okay.
It's one of the songs in there, and of course, I just did an interview with Jackie Clark's sisters.
Okay.
She says, you secular. I said, well, that belongs to Jesus too.
Secular music. Well, I found it quite clean cut, but I found it a song that could really fit in.
Well, can I translate that for the secular people?
Go ahead.
Clean cut means it's a romantic love song.
Yes.
It's not a religious song, but it's respectable.
Yes.
It's romantic.
Yeah.
It's not, let's go jump in bed.
Right.
That's my translation.
Right. Is that a booty call type?
Oh, I wouldn't go on that far. I mean, it doesn't do that. I don't mean to say I wouldn't go that far as singing that kind of song.
But it's a song that I think that it touches
you
the
said
inside.
it. Clean cut.
Clean cut.
First of all, now what were you going to say? It does what?
It touches the inside, the soul, and things of that nature.
I think so.
And most of your music.
I mean, that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah, right. But that's what most of your music done over the years, have touched and everything. Have reached out and touched people and brought them in and everything.
And of course, I want to be responsible to what I'm reaching out and bringing you in to. And of course, most music, regardless of who it's done for, is really geared toward younger people.
Sure.
So I feel you're responsible for what you influence them by. And if you have a long career, I hope you become more sensitive to that.
Sure.
I'm translating everything you say because I want to make sure everybody knows, first of all, that you like the song and that you are a Christian, so that it meets the highest standard.
It's a beautiful song. In fact, I listened to it at home, and when I was exercising, I listened to it also. And
so it's a good workout song.
Yes, it's a good workout. It's a good melody that goes into it, and we need
soothing.
that today.
It's pretty.
Yes, we need that today.
Yeah, it's important.
And So over the years, you've been able to construct music.
No, I didn't construct it.
Singing music, I'm sorry.
Well, the constructor is the songwriter
Right, okay.
and the producer. I kind of, not reconstructed, but
You made it your own?
yeah.
Okay.
Because that ability to write a song, that credit should be given to the person.
Sure.
Because that
sure.
gift comes directly from God.
That's
And
right.
It's I don't know how they do it, if it's visionary
Sure.
or auditory. I'm trying to be technical now about how the gift works in
Sure,
people.
sure.
But it's not my gift.
But you have a gift, and a gift
I
to
do have a
sing.
gift, and it's very, very, very
And
important.
it's
I'm like
very important.
the messenger or the
Yes.
interpreter.
Yes.
So, but God made us a family, so nobody has all the talents,
No,
or
not
all the
all,
gifts.
no.
So you want to be in fellowship with someone who is already like you in
Sure.
some way.
Sure.
And so that when you hear the music, oh, that might fit me, and you try it and you see.
When I was a young man, my mother explained to me the difference between delivering a speech and writing one. She
Yeah.
said, most dignitaries have speech writers.
Right.
And the speech writer, he can write the speech, but he can't deliver the speech. He's a great speech writer. He knows everything to put in, but then it takes that special someone to be able to deliver it. And that's what you did with this song. You were able to deliver the
But
song.
sometimes the deliverer cannot write the speech.
That's the truth. That's
And
the
if
truth.
we don't have a writer, we ain't got nothing
Right,
to
right.
say.
No, but everybody has their niche. Everybody
Absolutely.
have their thing.
Definitely agree on that. And so I was just going to say that I'm very sensitive to the fact that God created us as family members,
Sure.
and so we treat each other's gifts as though they were our own.
Sure.
And we give credit to them.
Sure.
We leave space for them to express themselves.
Yes.
I mean, even in conceiving the song,
That's
I
right.
don't think of it just as me singing it,
Mhm.
but I do consider very much if the person wrote that song, if I really can sing it or do it justice.
Yes, well, I think that you did do it justice. And you have to also, you have your gift, right? And we all have our gifts, but sometimes we wish we had other people's gifts.
I think that's always the case, right? Somebody else's gifts always look.
Because,
Is that the grass is greener syndrome?
well, I think it's a little bit more than that.
Really?
I think because, when a person can sing, you can sing anywhere in the world, and if you can sing, it sounds good, and things of that nature. I remember once I thought that if a person was from another language, that if you sing in English, they wouldn't understand. But I found out.
Then you saw Mahalia Jackson, didn't you?
I found out that
Did
they
you
do.
ever see that videotape on Miss Mahalia earlier days? Probably if you don't remember, but I always had that in my mind somewhere. She was somewhere in some foreign country, and they were not only white, but they didn't speak the language. They had never seen any gospel. They might not have really been close to any black people.
Right.
And she started to sing, and they were just like this. They had no clue what she was singing about. So that touches on how deeply music
Yeah.
touches
But
just
I
human
believe it
beings.
must have touched them inside, because a good melody, a good song, can touch you even if you don't understand the words.
Absolutely.
And that's a gift.
Absolutely.
Because if I go out to preach a sermon, I gotta hope that the people like the things that I say. I hope that I put them together.
Let me tell you something.
Go ahead.
It's all about your presence
Yes.
and the sound of your voice too.
Sure.
And people don't usually think this way, but speaking is another form of,
I'm singing.
yeah.
Yes.
Not that everybody can sing,
Right.
but something special about the sound and timbre of the voice and
Yes.
all that you bring to it, the person comes through the voice. is
Yes,
very
Lord.
important.
Yes, Lord. But it's, yes.
I'm just telling you that.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I
That's
appreciate
part of your
that.
gift, because a lot of
Yes.
times, especially, I don't know if you're trained or not, but especially when you're not trained, and it's a great gift, you say, well, how do you do that? I don't know. And I think in some ways you don't see as much of your gifts as you can. I can't say all of your gifts, because maybe you never see all of it, because you can only see it from your perspective.
Sure.
But you work in camera work, so you can at least play it back and see yourself.
yeah.
And
Which I
that's
do.
what I mean. You
Yeah,
look, you
yeah.
can see it from another perspective, from what other people see.
Let me ask you a question, since you brought that up. Do you listen to your own music?
No.
Hi, wow.
No.
I hear a lot of people say that. So you don't get the energy from your song that you sing that we get?
No.
Oh my.
That's very important.
Yes. It's very important to get it or not to get it.
To know that.
To know that.
I think what we're talking about now is something we never talk about, and that is the energies that we bring each other.
Yes.
I guess that's what I mean by God making us a family.
Yes. So what I get from your song, you know, I say this right here because I heard years ago I heard Patti LaBelle say that, and I was so shocked.
She doesn't listen to her
Yeah,
own.
I heard her say she don't listen to
See,
her.
if I had her voice, I'd listen to myself.
But your voice is, you know, is right there too. That, you know.
But I think that
Wow.
just like you can hear something from across the way,
Sure.
it sounds different than if you're hearing it from inside.
Wow.
And I think we have so much that we have to think about to make a performance the
Mhm.
right way. It gives us a certain technical aspect of it, but we can't really experience it from the whole because we saw all that stuff that, it's just like if you're too close or too familiar with something or someone, you don't have the same awe and respect for it as if there was a distance.
Oh, I understand what you're saying.
I thought what I'm trying to
Like
say.
a family member, a sibling wouldn't admire you like, let's say, an outside person.
That's a good
Right,
example.
Right. But yeah. But it's just shocking to hear that right there because so much comes from what you guys do. You know.
But I do listen to what other people say.
You listen to other people say. Okay,
Yeah, what do you feel about, what do you think about that? That
Okay.
tells me what I need to do to make it so they'll like it.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
it's very, very technical, and it's someplace else altogether.
Mm-hmm.
I get maybe a little bit more of that when I'm in front of a live audience.
Okay.
And I have a good sound system.
Sure.
And I really know the material well.
Mhm.
Then I can get out of that part and kind of say,
You can feel the
but I'm
whole-
really still working off, that's the thing about a live audience.
Mhm.
I'm really working off them, I'm seeing their faces and
Right,
that I'm kind of catching, and I'm getting it too.
And do you focus on them when you do it? Because I was taught not to. I was taught
In the
to-
beginning, I
yeah,
didn't because I was
okay.
just too scared.
Mhm.
I don't know why I even went on the stage as scared as you are, but you go in spite of that.
Sure.
I don't know why.
But once you start singing, I guess it gets more relaxing.
You're that day, but then the next time you go on,
You
you're
still
scared all over.
No, because as a speaker, I was trained not to look at people because some people just have a stone face.
How long you been speaking?
Oh man, but basically all my life.
You don't still do that, do you?
Yeah, I still.
You don't look at the audience at all now?
I glance every now and then, but I was trained to look ahead, look over.
But I didn't ask you that.
Do I? Yeah, sometimes.
Okay, that's a
Sometime I do.
different answer.
Sometimes I do.
Can I tell you why?
Why?
Because you're not so frightened anymore.
Right.
You,
Okay.
you've done your craft long enough
Sure.
to say, oh, I might take a peek. Because to be honest with you, it's a scary experience.
It is. It is.
First
it
of
is.
all, they're going to scrutinize you. They're going to judge you.
Sure.
You always have the chance of failing.
Sure,
I don't care
sure.
how great you are.
That's the truth,
And I
that's the
think that's in
truth.
front of you, and I think you should stay in front of you because I don't know if it makes you humble, but it makes you at least consider
Yes.
that you're not the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Or maybe just this time.
Yeah. But sometimes I think it helps also to have the Ali personality that you're the greatest. It helps sometimes.
To have what?
The Muhammad Ali personality.
Oh, no, but he
You're
was the
greatest of all time.
And even he got knocked
You
out.
understand me?
He turned it around,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah.
That's a
But every
good
time he went
example.
down, the thing I liked about, I love about Ali that when he went down, he didn't fight it. He went down, but then he got right back up.
But you know, I don't think that he was bravado. I don't think that he was falsely making himself great. I think he knew something that we had to learn, that he was the greatest.
He was.
I don't know what it's like,
Yeah.
to have things work out in such a way that
Sure.
you are so good that you always win. I mean, like he did for a while.
And call it rounds and things like
I mean, I
that.
don't-
But you know, people look at you in the song category as being great also.
Well, I
I've
think,
heard people
but
mention
but that's different than the Ali type of
yeah,
great.
yeah, well, it's a different whole.
Because he was
thing
telling you
altogether.
he was.
Yeah.
But
Tell
and
me
he,
gonna beat you up.
and he was right.
Right, he was right. Yeah.
Somebody else saying that is a whole different thing.
Because I heard Dionne Warwick say once how you hold a note for so long.
Well, Miss Dion,
Yes, Miss Dionne.
is that about me?
Yes.
Well, that's my note buddy.
That she said you hold a note. I think she counted it. How long you? And I heard you not too long ago. In fact, at the Black History program we had in Newark, and you had
Yes.
that low note for so long. That's why I asked you yesterday when you went to church, did you sing a song?
No, well, first of all, I'm Catholic,
Oh, you're
which
Catholic.
doesn't mean
Oh.
that I wouldn't sing in
Oh,
choir.
okay.
But so I travel all the time, so I don't want to get into the organization, then I'm never there for rehearsal or whatever.
Right, okay.
And I'm professional, they're
Sure,
not, so I don't really have a place in the choir right
Okay,
now. So, but
okay.
I certainly have a place in worshiping. And
Sure.
matter of fact, as Catholic, we have the opportunity and the privilege to go every day and to receive communion every day.
That's right,
So
yes.
I do that.
And yes, I've seen some Christian churches, Trinity churches do that, where they take
Yeah.
community every day.
Yes.
You know, or every Sunday, let me just say it like that right there.
Okay.
Quite a little bit different from me to take it every Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
So, where are we headed now with this album? Are we gonna do a tour, or are we gonna do
Well, the album's not out yet,
okay.
so when it comes out, yes.
And when will it be out?
We're looking at the end of the month, but I'm not sure we're gonna be ready.
Because the
with everything.
single is out now.
Single is out now, it's called So in Love.
Mm-hmm.
And it's written by Chantel Hampton and produced by Ronnie Song. But it's on the Gallery Entertainment label.
Mm-hmm.
And the executive producer is my daughter, Charlie Huggins, and this is our first project together.
Oh, wow, that's
So,
nice.
She's executive producing and bossing me, and I'm launching her.
You launching her, she producing.
She's bossing
She
me.
bossing you.
Don't be afraid to say it.
Oh, well, that's family.
Well, I'm teaching her how to be
Right,
in
right.
charge, so I figured she should start with me.
Yeah. And this is the first project that you guys have actually.
It's our first project together.
Oh, wow.
She found the songs for me. The way that it happened was that her uncle, who is going to be, I guess, executive producer with her, his name is Bo Huggins. Many people in the record industry will know him. And of course, my now estranged ex-husband is Charles Huggins. So I had no connection with them.
Okay.
But she does, that's her family.
It's her
That's
family, yes,
her
yes,
uncle,
yes,
you know,
yes.
in her dad. And so her uncle Bo kept bringing her these songs. And after a while, she started to bring them to me. She said, "Ma, I think he's right. They're really good for you." I said, "Well, that's nice." Then I go on to something else.
Right.
And eventually, she brought me several songs. She said, "Well, Ma, why don't you at least take one song? I'll arrange it." She arranged everything.
Sure.
Put us all together. Go in the studio. Put it down. We put Ronnie and the songwriter and everything together.
Okay.
Put it down to see how it comes out. And we all agreed that it came out great.
Wow.
So then we took another song and another song and another song. And then after about 2 years, we realized we actually had an album.
Wow.
So I didn't have the purpose of, like you have a theme and you have a purpose. I was just saying, well, you're great, and if you say, Mommy will try.
Right.
So, but I think we have a really fantastic album, and I didn't know she had an ear like that. And she's grown up in the industry, and she's done a lot of different projects with other record labels and that kind of thing. But we never, the timing was never right for us to try to do something together.
But then, right now is the time.
Yeah, well, before I realized it was already done, so you can't say I don't have time.
That's right.
Can't say, well, I don't really like your father, so.
Well.
God was in charge.
That's right.
So we could all still be friends.
So y'all can be friends. Sometimes,
still do
things
it.
happen, but we still can, agree to disagree. I think that's what makes us mature and everything. And as a mature artist, after this project, what do you think going to be next for you? Because
well, there's so much.
Listening to the single, like I said, I'll be honest.
I agree. But I'm not.
Dr. Lewis sent me the single.
Yeah.
And after listening to the single, I was like, wow.
Well, Dr. Lewis is the one who actually had me officially made an evangelist.
Okay.
So he knows I'm secular.
Right.
But he knows I'm born again, and that's my life.
Sure.
And so that anything that I would do, it's not going to be played on Christian radio, but there's some songs in the album that will be appropriate
Okay.
for Christian radio.
Because I found that one right there too appropriate.
I think they
too,
probably
because,
will,
you
but
know, I didn't see, you
because
know.
you mentioned Dr. Lewis,
Right.
because I live that life.
Sure,
So
sure.
that's what's going to come out.
Sure.
So I'm very pleased that without me telling you that,
Right.
it's
right.
there.
Yeah, well, I heard it and I said, wow, I listened to it when he sent me that. When I was exercising, I said, this could be good to go along with my program. And
Excellent.
Yeah, so.
So I see, especially because we have the internet, and that means, on one hand, one person can have 1,000 followers.
Yes, Lord.
So your base is very broad and deep.
Yes.
But it's also instantly global.
Yes. We could send a record. We could send we could send this program once I put it together from here to Germany within seconds.
Precisely.
Yeah. All we need is your number. All we need, is a number, and we can just send it out.
So to capsule everything, I would say it's probably going to be the most successful album I've had because of the nature of things.
Yes.
And because I'm a whole person in God.
Yes.
And because I just live that life.
Yes.
I've continued to work out and stay in shape and everything. And
that's a wonderful thing.
And as I've grown older, to change my diet and my lifestyle.
That's right.
So that my voice is not as good as it was before. It's better.
That's better, yes.
But that's how God does
That's
that.
right. And experience the journey.
Right.
People don't
And-
respect the journey, but
and-
the journey is true.
And have the strength and the valor to be an example for whoever sees me, especially young people. It's our privilege to pass the mantle on.
Yes.
So if they can see this is what's possible for them now and in the future.
Yes.
I'll not only sell records, but I'll be a good evangelist.
Without a doubt.
And that's what my hope is.
And that's what we need today.
Right.
We have to replenish.
Right.
We have to. That's one thing that we have to do. And I think that we kind of got away from that, but I think that we've realized sometimes it's good to get away from something.
You have
Because-
to, and even if it's not good for you, seasons change
Sure,
and whatever, and then sometimes you can get a fresher wake-up call.
Yes.
It's time to do such and such. You were focused on this and
Sure.
you didn't do this, or that's not good. Whatever the change God
Well,
wants
I
to
once heard a guy say it's good to have something and not need it, but then to need something and not have it.
Well, you pay attention.
And see, the thing is that by us getting away from things, right, we get away with it. Throw them away, we just got away from it.
Right.
So sometimes, you know what, it's time to go back.
Right.
Let's go back to that shelf and pick this thing up. And
yeah.
I think that's what you guys did with this.
Uh-oh.
That I feel that spark from this, and I
Yeah.
just can't wait till the album come out.
Thank you. Because, we didn't reinvent anything, but development is important.
Yes.
And in that, you can also refresh and renew.
Yes.
And then also, something new that wasn't there before is here, because God grows and He multiplies and He magnifies Himself.
All the time. And, I'm going to take it and advertise as much as I can
Thank you.
on YouTube, Facebook, and
Thank
all
you,
that
thank
right there to
you.
get it out there.
That's one thing that doesn't change. You have to
You
let
have to.
people know what you got.
You have to let them know what you have, and I thank God for those avenues that we have now.
There's so multiple.
So yes.
That's incredible.
The shame is that a lot of times we don't use them.
Or they're misused.
They're misused, right?
We're not gonna do
we're
that.
not misusing.
We're not going to misuse them, and we are going to use them.
We're going to use them properly, and that's what was really put out there for. People going to always misuse things.
Right.
A person getting in a car and they burn rubber, step on the gas too fast, they're misusing the car. The car's not made for that,
It's
but they
not
do
right.
it.
Right.
But then there's those people that really enjoy just driving a car, and they drive, and I see that right there. And what you did, that you got there and you took the helm and you steered that ship, and everything. And we all, passengers enjoying the ride.
Thank you.
So is there anything else you'd like to say to people?
Well, please invite me back. This is our initial interview, and as the album progresses, I hope you'll let me share the other parts of it as it's released.
Yes. We're anxiously waiting.
And thank you for sharing your audience with me.
Again, this is Zachariah Jackson. I'm here with no other than Melba Moore, Queen, Empress, Your Honor. God bless you.
Bless you. Thank you so
All right.
much.
Good evening. Zachariah Jackson, BASA News. Good night.
Thank you.